Hello friends, welcome to Simplified Biology. Today's topic is linkage and recombination. First come to linkage. Now there are about 30,000 genes present in humans. But the total number of chromosomes is much less, which means a gene does not represent a chromosome. Humans have 23 chromosomes, which means the 30,000 genes are present in the 23 chromosomes. So this shows that a chromosome possesses many genes. A chromosome possesses many genes, and all genes present in a chromosome are inherited together. Such genes are known as linked genes, and they together form a linkage group. The total number of linkage groups in an organism equals to its haploid number of chromosomes. Study of inheritance of these genes, that is genes present in a chromosome together, is known as linkage. Bateson and Punnett, while performing a dihybrid cross in sweet pea, that is by taking the color and shape of pollens in sweet pea, saw that the gene for these two characters did not follow the Mendelian law of independent assortment. They crossed a blue flower long pollen with a red flower round pollen. In the F1 generation, all were blue and long. Now, when the F1 generation is test crossed, instead of getting the ratio 1:1:1:1:1, as seen in case of the law of independent assortment, they got the ratio 7:1:1:7, where 7 were the parental types and 1 were the new types. After which they gave the coupling and repulsion theory. According to this theory, when genes come from same parent, they enter the same gamete and are inherited together. This is coupling. And when genes come from separate parents, they enter separate gametes and are inherited separately. This is repulsion. But they were unable to prove what they gave. It was T.H. Morgan who proved linkage. He used Drosophila for his experiments. And according to him, a chromosome possesses many genes. These genes are known as linked genes. Linked genes are inherited together and they are linearly arranged in a chromosome. Morgan said that coupling and repulsion are two aspects of linkage. So in this we can see that a chromosome has many genes, and all genes present in a chromosome are inherited together. Now, linked genes show two types of arrangements, cis arrangement and trans arrangement. Cis arrangement means all the dominant alleles of characters are present in one chromosome and all the recessive alleles of those characters are present in its homologous chromosomes. This is known as coupling. Trans arrangement means when the dominant and the recessive alleles of different characters are present together in a chromosome. Trans arrangement is also known as repulsion. Homologous chromosomes means chromosome having the same number of genes, the same type of genes, and even the arrangement is same, but one is paternal and the other one is maternal. So homologous chromosomes are chromosomes having the same type of genes, same number of genes, and same arrangement of genes. Strength of linkage depends upon the distance between genes. The closer the genes, means the genes C and D are closer to each other, means they are strongly linked, and the far apart the genes, weakly are they linked. Like B is weakly linked to F, B is weakly linked to E. So strength of linkage depends upon distance between genes. Closer the genes, strongly are they linked. Far apart the genes, weakly are they linked. Now in this figure we can see that A, B and C are present in one chromosome, while gene D is present in the other chromosome, which means A, B and C are linked genes. As D is present on the another chromosome, it is not linked to A, B and C. So A and D, B and D and C and D are independently assorting genes. Independently assorting as they are present on separate chromosomes. So gene present on the same chromosome are known as linked genes, while gene present on separate chromosomes are known as independently assorting genes. Linkage is of two types: complete linkage and incomplete linkage. Complete linkage means the alleles of two or more characters appear together for two or more generations in the parental combination. Or in other words, you can say that the parental combination of alleles are as such retained in the offspring for two or more generations. That means it is complete linkage. Like if one parent has all the dominant genes and the same combination is as such retained in the offspring, means that is complete linkage. While in case of incomplete linkage, the parental combination of alleles, they change. The parental combination of alleles of two or more characters are not retained in the next generation. Which means if a parent has the dominant alleles, but the child receives some of its recessive alleles, means the combination present in the parent is not transferred to the offspring, which means it is incomplete linkage. Now the experiment done by Morgan in Drosophila, the two characters which he took into consideration were white eye and miniature wing female Drosophila, which was crossed with its wild type, that is the dominant types, where red eye was crossed with normal wings. In the F1 generation, all were red and normal, that is the wild type. Now when the F1 generation is test crossed, 4 types of offsprings can be seen, in which the parental type is more than the new types. Red and normal, that is the wild type, were seen in 791 cases. White and miniature can be seen in 750 cases. New types were also seen, where red and miniature were 445, while white and normal were 455. Means in 1541 cases the parental combination is seen, and in 900 cases the new type is seen. New type means incomplete linkage is seen. Incomplete linkage is also referred as recombination. So in 36.8% cases, recombination or new types are seen, while in the rest 63.2% cases complete linkage or the parental type are seen. Recombination occurs due to crossing over. So next is recombination or crossing over. Recombination or crossing over occurs during the Pachytene stage of meiosis 1. Now during meiosis 1 prophase, first pairing of homologous chromosomes occur, due to which bivalents are formed. These bivalents then change into the tetrads, means each chromosome splits longitudinally to form 2 chromatids. Crossing over is exchange of segments between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. Now due to which, in this case you can see dominant A, B and C are present in one chromosome, while recessive A, B and C are present in its homologous chromosome. Due to crossing over, new types are formed where the dominant and the recessive alleles can be seen together. So this is recombination. Now while performing a dihybrid cross, 3 types of results can be seen. Now in this cross, grey body normal wings are crossed with black body vestigial wing. When it is test cross, 4 types of ratios are possible. If the test cross ratio is 1:1:1:1, means the genes are present on different chromosomes, or you can say the genes are independently assorting. And if the test cross ratio is just 1:1 and they are parental types, means the genes are linked with no crossing over. And if the test cross result is parental types are more than the new types, means the genes are linked and crossing over or recombination has occurred. Now at the end, chromosome mapping. Chromosome mapping was given by Sturtevant. According to him, the frequency or percentage of crossing over can be used as a tool to find out the distance between genes. Now suppose the percentage of crossing over between 2 genes is 2%, means the distance between them is 2 map units or 2 centimorgan. These are the units of chromosome mapping. Now in the experiment done by Morgan, where he took eye color gene and the gene for the wings, the percentage of crossing over or recombination was 36.8%, which means the distance between these 2 genes is 36.8 map units. So that's all about linkage and recombination. Thank you for watching.